just seeing, just checking that I've got it on Facebook as well. It was really easy to set up today, so bless you.
Thanks.
So I'm just worried that something will go wrong. You know it always something goes wrong. Okay. No, I think that looks like it's there. You could just give me a hello and then I know if anybody else is here yet. Just check that you can hear me and that you can see me. Okay. So a quick hidey-ho. Now I'm apologising in advance for the state of our hands. We've been gardening with black mulch and my hands are still quite black. Yeah, they're a little bit black. I've tried to get them out, but I think it's going to be a using bleach job. So please don't look at my black hands. It's that's as clean as I can make them right now. So making sure I've got the sound turned off as well. And just give me a quick hello when you're there and I know that you can hear me. So I see that I've got 3 people watching. I should be able to see you and you should be able to hear me. It shows on the Facebook that we're live and that I've got 2 people. Oh, hi Maria. Thank you ever so much for saying hello. Nice to see you. How are the girls doing? I suppose they're all finished for school right now. Hi Jane, thank you. Thank you. I'm glad you're here. Now, I did just apologise for the state of my hands. I'm not sure if you heard. I've been spreading black mulch on the garden with Anne-Marie today, and I've never used black mulch before. I didn't actually know it made your fingers black as well. So my apologies. Don't look at my hands too much. Just look at what we're making. Okay, so we're going to make one of the Stampin' Up kits. And at the moment, Stampin' Up have started to do their kits separately. So you can choose just one of the pre-made kits and then they will keep putting in an extra kit. I know there are some coming in for Christmas and it's not the paper pumpkin boxes. This is a kit that you can buy any month as long as it's available in the catalogue. And here in North America we have seen these kits before. We've had them as celebration offers and we've had them as paper pumpkin. And Stampin' Up have decided to use these ones because they were the popular ones and because it meant they could get them easily. They didn't want to have sort of shipping delays for COVID or anything. Oh, thank you, Anne-Marie. She just put the light on for me. Yeah, they didn't want to have lots of delays and things. So they've taken the most loved sets and they're using those. And this is the one I'm using tonight, this Sentimental Rose one. It was, I've written it here, it was a paper pumpkin for North America in April 2019. And if you check back on my blog and on my YouTube channel, you'll see that I made a couple of cards with this, and one was an easel card. So I did have a few variations, but this time I'm going to make it with Anne-Marie and I'm going to make it just as the kit shows. Anne-Marie doesn't have lots of extra things, so it's always good to have a kit where everything is included. I've opened the box and I've actually brought, this is the stamp set that goes in it, I actually brought my stamp set from the paper pumpkin kit and you've seen me using this the last couple of weeks. It's just exactly the same. There's nothing any different, there's no different sentiments, it's just exactly the same stamp set. I'm going to give that one to Anne-Marie And then you get a full colour page, a full colour page that shows you how to make it. Now on the paper pumpkin, they're not in full colour, so these are a really nice change where you can see absolutely everything you need. Okay, let's pop that down there. And then I'm going to take these out. These are the little belly bands that I had left over from last time, and I'll talk about those later. Jane said hi, Anne-Marie. Anne-Marie can't have her Facebook on because otherwise it interferes with mine. So I'm just passing messages along.
Hello, Jane.
Hello, Jane. I can't believe we've only got a day and a half left. So it's, no, we're not leaving. We're staying.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're staying. We're not really, we're leaving. Just don't tell her that. Okay, so here's the kit, and I'm going to find my scissors. And let's open it. They are packaged much like the paper pumpkin. They're in the boxes like the paper pumpkin comes in, and you can actually get extra things that weren't in the paper pumpkin. Let's get rid of that, because they send you a block. So it doesn't matter which kit you buy, there will be one of these smaller paper pumpkin blocks in it as well. I'm going to pass that over to Anne-Marie so that she's got a block. And then I'm going to empty everything because we'll be sharing these. So you've got your twine, you've got these beautiful embellishments. I loved these last time, and I must admit I had 4 of these kits from Paper Pumpkin. I used them for thank you cards for preschool when the mums sent us gifts and things, and I made all the cards for preschool. Okay, now here are some of the topper layers, and some more of the topper layers. We probably won't have time to make all of it, but we will make at least one of each of the cards and the box. And then here are the envelopes, and they're decorated envelopes. Some have got the yellow, some have got the green, and I think there's another colour one as well. But, oh, there's the little belly band piece. Here are the base cards. Ah, here's the other envelopes with the other colour. And then these are the card bases. I love how they slot everything in together. Everything's always in the box. Okay, and that's the second base. Oh, I'm taking up all your space. Sorry, Anne-Marie. Okay. You can't take them all away because I need some. Oh, okay. Anne-Marie's taking all of them. This is the piece for the front. There's only one of those. And then these are the little pieces to stamp your sentiments on. And I'm not sure if you can make it out. There are 2 little tags here as well. And then there are some glue dots. Now, if you've seen me stamping before, you know I have a real problem with these glue dots because they're too small for me and too finicky. I have to use a pokey tool to take the top off, and then I have to put it on the card, and they're just too small for me. So I've actually cheated and I've brought my box of glue dots. It's exactly the same thing. It's just that these are on a roll and my old eyes can see them easier. They're just on the roll here. So I've got those. And then this piece is the box that they all fit in. So it comes with an acetate box for all the little note cards to fit in. But you don't have to put them all in. You could just put a few of them in and give them as a gift. And on this box, let's make this first. On this box there is a cling. Oh, let's see. There's like a little cling of plastic. And my mulchy little fingers can't open it. Let me just fold along the scores. Might be giving this to Anne-Marie in a minute. There's one place, there it is. There's one place where it's overlapped, and then you can peel it right off. And it's just to stop the plastic from getting scratched in transit. I'm going to find one of those for Anne-Marie, because this is a spare one from the Paper Pumpkin kit. These are easier, look.
Yeah.
I should have had that one. It was easy to see. Okay, and I'm just going to fold along those score lines. They're already there. I just find it easier to move them into place at the start. Okay, we know it's going to make a box. And if you find that the box doesn't close, you can always add a little glue dot to make it close. Now for this lid part, I always fold it one way and then fold it back again. I'm not sure that it would crack, but I'm always just a bit worried that I break it. Let's fold that piece down as well, and that will fit just in there, like that. And then the same with the top. But of course we're not going to fold the top in, we're just going to get it ready. We haven't got our cards yet. Yeah, I know, Jane. I can't see it all the time, that cling. And some days it's really easy to see, and another day, and of course it would be a day that you're on camera, I can't see it at all. Okay, so there's our box ready. But it also comes with this piece. I'm just going to find one for Anne-Marie. And this is the pre-cut belly band. And I'm just going to show it on here. Can you see, this is the box. It's tricky to see that there is a box in it and these cards are popped in. But this belly band goes all the way across the acetate box. And if you wanted to make it so that you made 2 gifts out of it, you could make your own belly band with some basic white card, and you could stamp one of the flowers, fussy cut it out and put on the front, and you could use one of our ordinary acetate gift boxes. Now this is already scored and it already has this tape on as well, and I like to make it so that the tape goes at the front, because we're going to put something over there anyway, and that means that, you know, you can't see where that joins up. But just first I'm going to go and fold these little basic lines. I don't know if anybody has this kit already at home, so if you have, you know, join in with us and stamp at the same time. Now I'm going to put it round. I always make sure that this join here is going to be at the back, so it will be on the front right for this. I'm going to just fold this over. It's really easy. Just take that little bit of tape off and just line those up. Now you can have it just where you want. In the picture they have it near the bottom. When I made mine the last time, I had some in the middle because I liked the effect of seeing the bottom of the card and the top of the card. But just wherever you feel you want that. And I just put that on back to front. So just bear with me, and I'm just going to turn it around. There we go. Just so that the box closes at the front. I think I might have told you as well, Anne-Marie, to put it on back to front.
I didn't stick mine yet, right?
Yeah, that would be a good idea, Jane. You could cut that in half because it's a really wide belly band. You could cut that in half, certainly, and just use a 1-inch belly band on it. Okay, so the next piece that you need, let me see where I hid it, is this piece. And Anne-Marie doesn't have this piece, so I'll let you have mine later. Okay, you just pretend.
Okay.
So you need this, and you need some twine. It probably tells you in these instructions exactly how long a piece of twine you need. No, it just says, look, piece of twine. I'm just going to go, it looks like it's only 1 wrap, so I'm just going to go around. I sort of know how much I need to tie a bow with. I'm just going to go round like that and cut a piece. Okay, there you are, miss. And I'm going to tie it in a knot, but I'm not going to tie the bow yet because we've got some stamping to do. So I'm going to put this to one side, and I'm going to get the little pieces that we need for stamping sentiments on, which have disappeared. I think my kind assistant may have tidied them away for me. The little sentiments to stamp on. No, the little piece of paper. No, I've maybe hidden it. Is it in the box? It's a piece like this, and it's got just the cutouts to stamp inside. I did see it. Oh, I've hidden it over here. My kind assistant didn't have it. No problem, Janet, no problem. We're only just getting started, and I've already apologised for the state of my nails because we were gardening and the black mulch has turned my fingers black. So don't look at those. Okay, so we're going to do this little stamping piece. They give you two, but you only actually need one of them. So that's perfect for Anne-Marie and I, because it means we can both stamp. I'm going to pass this on over to you. And I've got this little piece here. And in the set you get this little grey granite stamp spot as well. Usually at home I'll take out my big stamp set instead, my big ink pad, and use those, but of course here I haven't got any of those, so I am literally just using everything they give us today. And it says I need the For You stamp, and there it is. I'll pop this on my block. You got yours, Anne-Marie?
I was just going to use yours.
You were going to use mine? Ah. Okay. Sometimes it's easier with these stamp spots to pick them up and ink them. And I'm just going to check that it works, because I should have rubbed it over my fingers first. Yeah. If you rub them over your fingers and sort of prime them when they're new, it's a little bit better, just in case there's any oils or anything on it. Take this off here as well. Okay, let's try that again. Oops. Yeah, Jane, you'd soon get fed up of an assistant that tidies up as you go, because they put things away that you haven't actually used yet. So, but it is lovely to have an assistant. I shouldn't complain. Oops.
Tidying up is a generous.
Tidying up
is a generous description.
Okay. Okay. Now, when I have these kind of tags and I tie them up, often, oh, I haven't finished. You're not stealing it yet. Often I end up and it's on the other side, so I'm going to stamp both sides, just so that I don't have to undo it and retie it. There's your ink. You watch, I'll probably stamp this one upside down or something.
That's just leaving.
Okay. And my husband's off golfing, so Anne-Marie's just had a message to say he's on his way back. So we've only got about an hour's left of peace and quiet. Yeah. Oh, we've had such a lovely afternoon though. Okay.
Stamp both sides?
Stamp both sides, yeah. Okay, so I'm going to go back to my little box and let's get our picture. And I'm going to thread it up into here. This would make a really nice class, one for your daughters, Maria. Your oldest girl, she would just be beautiful at stamping this. I loved when she came to classes before we had COVID, and she had such great ideas. Okay, and then I'm just gonna trim that off. I don't want to cut it too short. Oh, you just need to take the little cover off that pokey pin.
Oh, that's okay.
I'm just going to show this little black piece. If you take it off, then it's easy with that little pokey. Okay, so right, and then it says we're going to need the little pink flower that Anne-Marie doesn't have, but we will stamp you on in pink later on. And we need these two little leaves, and these are all pre-coloured, pre-cut. There's really not much to do, not much to stamp or anything. Yeah, she really would, Maria. Has she been stamping and scrapbooking during COVID? No, I'm going to put this one on, and I'm going to put it on. You know, I don't think want it right over there because then I could see this line. So I'm totally going to change my mind on what I said last time. I'm going to just have that as the back, move this round. See, I change my mind about things all the time. And that's okay. It's easy to remedy. There we go. So let's find the dimensionals. Oh, nice. I like that she's journaling. I tried to journal during COVID and I'd be really good for 3 or 4 days and then I'd miss a day and then all of a sudden I'd look and I'd have missed a week. So what I've done is I took lots of pictures of things that were happening and I've taken my pictures to Staples and printed them out, and during the summer vacation I'm actually going to try and do some of my journaling. Okay, now these little ones I think I'm going to attach with the liquid glue. See where, is it around there near you, Anne-Marie? The green glue, may I just borrow? Thank you. You could do it with a glue dot as well. I'm just going to put a little bit on here and then attach them underneath. So I'm not attaching them to this corrugated card, I'm attaching them just underneath the flower, and that way they stand off a little bit as well. Put one at that side. Hold that for a second. And that makes a really pretty front to that box. Okay, so we'll leave that over on one side to dry. And then, do you have a choice which card you'd like to do first? There's 1, 2 and 3. I'm just asking my assistant there.
Number 3.
Okay. Which is number 3? Are you going from this side?
Yeah.
This pretty pink one? Okay. So you'll need one of those.
Okay.
And one of those. One for me. And then the background is the one with the little grey squares on that you have here. Okay. Let's fold that base in half.
The background isn't whatever I choose.
No, the background isn't whatever you choose this time. It's not like last week.
Alright.
But for the next card it can be. But I'm just making one as it should be to start with. But really, you know, who cares? You make what you like.
Rule follower.
You rule follower, yeah. Okay, so it's telling me I need an envelope. I don't need the envelope at the moment. I need the grey card base, and now I need one of these corrugated pieces, which is here. So I've got one of these, and I need this one. I'm going to need dimensionals and glue dots and a little leaf and some twine. Is there another piece with little leaves on? Because they weren't the little leaves from this piece. Or maybe I have to stamp it. We go back to look at the picture. Yeah, I have to stamp it. Okay, and I need one of these pink ones. And that's what we're going to stamp the sentiment in. Yeah, I think it is a rose, but it almost looks here like it's a poppy or one of those, almost like a, yeah, I don't know. I think it's a poppy or a peony or
An enemy.
oh, it could be an anemone. Yeah, it could be. But it's a pretty one, whatever it is. The stamp set itself is a rose. Okay, so we're going to stamp, and it's saying happy birthday. So I'm going to find my happy birthday one. I'm going to put my other one back, my little for you one. And let's put happy birthday on here. And I'm just going to prime it with my thumb. Okay. And then, please may I have the stamp set, oh, the ink set, right? And don't forget, you can add re-inker to these little square spots as well. It's not only for the big ink pads. I'm just going to see how that stamps. Oh yeah, that's nice. I'll tap this on. Just a little bit harder to see this grey granite. So it's a paler grey. There you go. Okay, and let's line this up. Hope that's straight. Yep, I'm happy with that. I'm just going to find my little chamois and clean that one though, while I'm waiting for the ink pad again. Okay, thank you. Because I'm going to need the leaf next. I'll get that ready. Just prime that again as well. Okay, let's go back to the picture on the front. And it does tell you on all these instructions what to do and in which order to do it. I just don't always look. I sort of make it up myself a bit. So, but I'll be good and go and look at this. Okay, so it's telling me also it'd like me to have, oh, that's the box that we've already made. No, it isn't. It'd like me to have 12 inches of this, but I don't have a ruler with me, so it'll get what it gets. Okay. I know, but it's in centimetres. Oh, there's a ruler. Oh, look at you. Well, if you don't have a ruler with you, there's one at the side of the page. Somebody just told me. Only goes up to 9 though. I'll have to do counting. So I'll have to go all the way to there, and now I'll have to add 3. Look at that. What it is to have an assistant. There you go. Do you want to measure your, do you want to just measure it a my piece? Okay. Oh, I'm going to miss you next week when I don't have an assistant and somebody to stamp with. There you go. Okay. Now let's fold this back up again. Okay. And it says to stamp these leaves and then to tie on the string. So let's do the stamping next. I've got my little leaves. And you see, when I made these kits before for school, I put all sorts of extra bits on and changed them round and just did them how I like. I find it difficult to follow instructions. Okay. So there's the one, and the other one goes at the bottom. There you go. So just about here. They haven't got quite all of the stamp on, so I'm not going to worry if mine isn't all on the page either. There we go. Let's just clean that off. Okay, so now we need to put the twine around and just tie a little bow over at the left hand side. Yeah. Yeah, the pupil teaches the teacher more often than you know, Jane. Yep, you're exactly right, Maria. Remember when we first met and your daughter came to stamp and I said she reminded me, your daughter reminded me so much of my own daughter? Now you know what I meant. She's quite sure. And I like it. I like that. Okay. So now it's saying to add 2 dimensionals to the back of our little sentiment. And Marie's still tying a bow. So let's take these back ends off. Okay, and then this one is going to goes over part of the rose. I'm just going to move that along a little bit. I don't want to cover up too much of my flower, but I do want it to be straight. So let's just move that round so it's straight. There we go. And then I've still got the little bow at the side as well. Okay, so next we finish with that piece, and this is going to be on here, the lines that are going to go vertically Okay, and this one. So this is this piece with the string across, and it's telling us to put glue dots on, but I am going to use those are the glue dots that I have with me. And you can either just stick them on like this, or you can use a pokey tool to take them off. It's easy either way. I know, I love that flower. I could put it down a little bit. Let's just see.
Oh, that's wide.
Oh, I'll just show you something. This is my assistant. See, she didn't cover the flowers. Right, I should have watched her. I'm going to just take this off. And because it's the dimensionals and I haven't squashed it right down, they will come off quite easily without tearing. Okay. Oh, I undid my bow as well. Oh. It's stuck to my finger. Let's try that bow again. See, really, I should just have asked Anne-Marie to do the Facebook Live, and I would have been her assistant. Are you working next week, Anne-Marie, when it's Facebook Live?
What day? Tuesday?
Tuesday.
Yeah,
It'll
I should be
be 8 o'clock your time.
Hopefully.
You're
I'll be home.
around?
I hope so.
Oh, okay.
I'm working, but hopefully I'm at home.
Yeah. If you're finished at work,
Yeah.
come and join me and, you know, set me straight.
Alright.
Okay. There we are. I'll cover the leaf up instead. I'm still going to have it just off centre. Okay. Right, so I just need a few more glue dots. Are you using the little glue dots or are you using these?
I don't mind.
Okay, well, I won't be a minute. There you go. It's easier to take them off, I find, with that pokey tool. Okay, and we're just going to add it on to the corrugated piece. So there's a little border at the top and one at the bottom. I think these are such pretty note cards. This is my favourite set. It was one of my favourites in the paper pumpkins, and as I said earlier, I bought 4 sets, so you know I liked it. And I didn't run it as a class at home, so I used all 4 sets myself. But it is just beautiful. Okay, and then I'm going to put more glue dots on the back, or you could put wet glue or your stamping seal, because it's going to go flat. Anne-Marie's using the glue dots, so I'm just going to use my wet glue just to stick it down. Okay. Where did I stick that on there with? Oh, I've got one little glue dot on there. Let's just move that out of the way. There's like everything I'll stick on it. There we go. Okay. So the last thing we need are the little embellishments. And you need 2 of the small ones and 1 of the large ones. And it even shows you where to put them. I'm going to use pokey tool and I'm just going to copy what they did. So we need a small one over here, and then a large one over here, and then another small one at the right hand side. Okay. No, it doesn't fit that way, but you can make your card just go the other way around.
Yeah.
You can make it landscape.
Alright.
So
I do like to be different.
I know you like to be different, and I like to see the different things too.
Alright.
So here's mine. Anne-Marie's just finishing hers, but I think this is the prettiest one in the whole box. If I could make just a whole set of those, I would. Now let's see what colour it's saying that you need for that envelope, and I'll get that while we're here. I think it's the pink ones. Yeah, I think it is. So let's find the pink envelope. And they're already lined inside. So if you wanted to, you could use, where's my stamps gone? Can I borrow yours a second?
Yep.
Because I've hidden mine. You could use the rose and the little leaf, and you could stamp on the corner of your envelope as well. Okay, my trusty assistant here has made hers landscape. So, very nice. I like it landscape too. Well done. You see more of the flowers, almost. I know it covers up just the same amount, but it looks like you see more of the flowers than mine. So, very nice. Okay, let's find... Hi, Laurie. No, we're a bit early, Laurie. And Richard's gone golfing, and so we knew we had a certain time frame, so we're making our cards just a bit early, and a whole day early. And we're making the Sentimental Rose kit, which is one of the kits that Stampin' Up have got out at the moment. And it is one of the older paper pumpkins that were really popular, and they've brought them back so that everybody, all markets, can buy them now. And we've made the little box, Laurie, and we've just made the first of the cards, which is this one. So I'm just going to put my first card on one side, and which one shall we make next, Anne-Marie?
You pick.
Oh, I can pick, can I? I'm going to make this one, the one that says Happy Mother's Day, but I'm not using the Mother's Day sentiment. I'm going to make it a birthday card again. Okay, so I know that we need one of these. Oh, it might not be that one. Let's have a look in the picture. I'm pretty sure it is, but let's just see. So we need the one with the green, the yellow and the pink splodge. We need the little piece of corrugated that has the pendented end. And on these corrugated pieces, you can see some have a pendented end and a little bit wider, and some are narrower and just straight at both ends. Yeah, it's a lovely kit, Maria. It really is nice. There you are, you take the one you need. And then I need the base card, which is elusive right now. Is it in this box? It's this one. There's one for you, one for me. Okay, and it says to stamp on the one with a little green edging. So here's the one we need. I love that these are colour coordinated and already stamped for you. There's actually very little stamping to do. If you want to do more, you can, and you can stamp on the inside as well. But it's one of those kits where, you know, just everything is there. So I'm going to find my stamps, which is my stamp block, and I'm going to take this little leaf off and use mine, I think. Yours over there? Yeah, okay. I didn't want to be taking your stamps, but you would soon tell me, wouldn't you, if they were mine. Okay, so, oh, I think this isn't the one I said, but anyway, this is the one we're doing. So I'm making it a thank you card. I was going to do the other one first, wasn't I? Never mind.
Happy birthday.
You can do happy birthday. You can do anything you want. To know if it fits, just put the stamp on top of the little cutout.
Yeah.
And it does fit. I'm pretty sure all of them will fit.
Okay.
So, but you can make it happy birthday, thank you, whatever you want. I'm just going to move that around a little bit. I like to have them not set square on my blocks, because if I've got them square like this, I find these lines, they sort of fool my eyes, and I don't always get them in a straight line. So most of you know I tend to stamp with them on the diagonal. So the thank you fits nicely. So that's what I'm going to use. Okay, bye Maria. Thanks ever so much for joining us. It was nice to see you. Hope we get to craft again soon. I was going to check this. Yeah, that looked up. Oh, I got it first.
Okay.
There you go, love. Okay. Pop that over here. I'm just going to clean it off first. Now, I don't know that I actually like that one. I don't think I've stamped that particularly well. You do get spares, so I'm going to use one of the spares. I'm going to stamp it again. I had a couple of little dots missing on the K. So just pop a bit more ink on, I think. And let's put that straight. It's coming in awfully dark. I don't know if it's going to rain. No, it must be the stamp. It may be meant to be speckly. Is yours speckly?
I did happy birthday.
Oh, so you won't know. It's just a bit speckly. But that's okay. It's a handmade card. But I think I like the first one better. Okay, so let's see what we need. We've got this piece and we have to stamp the big flower. And you don't stamp all of it, but you'll need the flower and you'll need the leaf. If I was at home and I had my bigger acrylic blocks, I would probably put both on the same block, but these blocks are just a bit too small for me to do that, so I'm just going to stamp individually. And let me see which way. I don't think it matters too much which way. I'm probably going to do it this way. Yep. It takes a little bit longer to ink up when it's a big image like this. There you go, so we have. And then you can stamp so that it's sort of not quite at the top, but it goes into the colours. There we go. And I'm going to pop my leaf on. And it's taken us a little bit longer, just because we're stamping more tonight, I think. Just do a little.
Not on the table.
Yeah, sure. Like a piece of paper
Yeah.
to stamp on? Yeah. Oops. Find a piece of scrap on the right. There you go. Yeah, it's not good to stamp straight onto the table. Yeah. Okay, and then I'm actually going to move my leaf around a little bit. Stamp it that way, and then you just need a little bit at the bottom. Just like this. There we go. Jane, the stamp set comes, sorry, Laurie, thank you. Jane's just answering. The stamp set is in the kit already. So you remember you've got this little flyer, Laurie? I think I put it in with one of the classes on our Stamp Some More. And it's this one. It's called Sentimental Rose. And you get the twine and the embellishments, the little ink block, the card bases, the envelopes, the little pieces to stamp on, dimensionals, you get glue dots and all the pieces you need. But this stamp set is already in it, and I have a second one because I bought the Paper Pumpkin kit back in April 2019, but they've brought it out again, and it was one of the most popular sets that they had. And as you know, Paper Pumpkin is only for North America, and occasionally they will have a couple that maybe like a Christmas one, or when it was Shelley's special one, they will go to the worldwide market, but mainly they're in just over here. Okay, if you look on the demonstrator website, Laurie, one of the top banners on the landing page, it says about the kits and it will show you them. But also, once I'm home next week, I can send you the link, or I can get you one of these as well. But it is on the demonstrator page. So, and it will be as well on the shopping pages. So you can always look on mine on the craftsbythebow.stampinup.net, and then if you just type in, when you get to the shop now page, just type in Sentimental Rose and it will show you it. Okay, so we've got this one. this is going to go this way. Okay, and this goes on with glue dots. So I'll just pop mine on with the glue dots, and it says you need 3. Okay, there's the glue dots. And you have it with a pendented end at the right hand side. Like this. And then the little sentiment goes on with dimensionals. Let me find where's the top. Do you have this kit, Jane? Have you made that? So, I think all of the ones that are on the offers for kits at the moment have either been Paper Pumpkin or Celebration sets. The one that has the, I'll stick that on for a minute. Let me have a look, see if it's in here. This was definitely a Paper Pumpkin, and these were, and this one, and this one. But there's one that's like an old-fashioned letterbox, and that was a Celebration item, I remember. Now this one, it says to have half and half. So half of it is on the corrugated card, and half just over on the card base. Okay, and then it says we need 12 inches of twine. So I'm gonna follow what Anne-Marie told me how to do and look at the ruler. Oh, it's a really nice kit, Jane. When it did come out, I'd taken it back home to the UK for my mum. I'd got one to take back to the UK for my mum, and we never actually got back to the UK because of COVID, and so I actually used hers and sent her all the cards made up. But it really is a pretty one. Okay, oh, let me cut a piece for my assistant. She's sitting looking at me.
Do I have to put it up here?
You can put it wherever you want. If you want to put the sentiment in a different place, that is up to you. It's your card.
I know, I just didn't know if there was something going at the bottom.
No. Well, if there is something at the bottom, you can always move it. See, but there isn't. There's nothing at the bottom apart from one little embellishment.
Alright.
Yeah, she did like them. I always try and take her a box of cards when I go back, and I take one for my mother-in-law too. And then my mum will say, oh no, I can't use all those, I'm keeping them for special. So, yeah, every card's special, you can just send it, Mum. No, I can't send that. I have to keep that one. Okay, now let me find my card base. And this is going to go over here. Now that's short for me to tie a bow with. So I'm going to cut a little piece longer because 12 inches is a little bit short just for me.
I struggled with the last 12-inch thing we had to tie.
Okay, maybe I didn't cut it at 12 inches. Who knows? There you go. So, there's lots of extra twine on there, and because we've got so many cards to make, we do need a 12-inch piece for other bits, so I'm not worried about using a bit extra. Oh, yeah. My mum keeps them for special as well. And my husband doesn't get rid of any of the cards I make him, and you know, I think family members like to keep them sort of in little treasure boxes sometimes, and I like it when I go home and I've made something and there it still is sitting on the mantelpiece a couple of months later. The event's passed, but Mum's still got it there. Okay, now it says to add this just with the glue dots, but I'm going to use my wet glue again. And you put it right up to the edge. You can just check on the inside that it isn't sticking out or anything. There we go. Then the last thing for this is the little green embellishments. So Anne-Marie's got the pokey tool, so I'm just going to use my scissors. You need, okay, you can use these. You need 2 small green and a large green. Let's move that out of the way. So, and one of the small one goes down here. And let me peel them off actually. And then a small one up here and a larger one there. But because mine's a bit higher up there, I don't know if I can get that off, but I could have put it near the bottom. So I could put it over here instead. There we are. Okay. How are you doing, Anne-Marie?
Good.
Okay, I'm just going to make a little space while you finish, and I'll leave my card there until Anne-Marie's is ready as well. She's changed the placement of the sentiment there, and I'm going to find the envelope for them. I'm not sure if this isn't the yellow envelope. No, I don't think it is. Let me see. I don't know if it shows you on here which envelopes are which, or whether you can just really choose. Let's have a look. I know we've got a green one left and a yellow one, so I think I'm going to use the yellow, and I'll put the green one on the other card. Yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I'll get a yellow one for you. Yeah. I don't think it really matters which of the card colours you use, because they've all got all of the colours in there. Okay. Oh, I like that sentiment at the bottom.
Yeah.
That looks really nice.
Stick with me.
Stick with you.
Yeah.
Okay, so there we are. Here's our cards. Totally different just because of the different placement of the embellishments and the sentiment. There we are. Right, last one. Oh, lots of hearts, thank you. Got lots of hearts for your card.
It's probably for your card.
No, let's get the very last base. Will be this nice yellow one. Okay, and we need the piece just with the green, and I think it has, can you see it has got just a little bit of the yellow in as well? On the picture you can't really tell that. We need those. We need the long corrugated piece. Oh, can't pick it up. That's okay. No, it's okay. It's my mulchy nails. They won't pick anything up. They're too tired after gardening. Jane, how do you garden in Ontario? It doesn't matter what time of the day I go out. It's so hot for gardening. Or maybe you don't garden in the summer. Maybe that's what it is. We should have gardened in April. But, oh.
But you weren't here.
No, but I wasn't here. Okay. But we've made a whole garden. Anne-Marie just had like a meadow at the back of the house. And
I just moved in. It wasn't.
you have just moved in. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I didn't mean that to sound like you hadn't done anything with it. But we've made little borders and little triangles, and she's picked plants and planted them. And
Rockery.
a little rockery. Yeah, a little English rockery. So we've been busy. Okay, now this one has the stamp that says best wishes, but I'm going to see which other ones fit. So the congratulations would fit on there, the thinking of you, the best wishes of course, and the for you. But I think I'm going to do the thinking of you. Let's have that one, because we won't, otherwise we won't get to use that one. You get lots of extra stamps. Oh, weeding and watering after dinner when it's cooler. Okay. Yeah. I'll remember that next year. Remind me, Janet, when I come next year, we'll weed and water after dinner.
You're coming.
Well, maybe I'll just water and Marie can weed. Beg your pardon?
Are you coming next year?
I don't know. It depends how much gardening there is to do.
I'll make sure there's lots.
You keep all that. Yeah. But I'll see you in March.
Yeah.
For the wedding. For your postponed wedding. Poor kids, they had to postpone twice. So now it's going to be next March. So, oh, let's put a bit more ink on there. Let's see how that is. Yeah. So I'll get to see you a couple of times next year then. I need to come in cooler weather. Not that ice rain weather that you have. Don't want that weather.
What is that?
I saw on the news once you had ice rain. That put me off. I don't know when it is. Very first thing in the morning. The backyard is shady from noon, but afternoon no gardening. It's too hot, yeah. Yeah, well, slave driver here, she's had us out morning, noon and night. Let's just go to the garden centre, Mum. Let's go see what they've got today. It's the same as they had yesterday, but we couldn't carry it. Is that it? No, but I've had a lovely time. But it's gone so fast. I can't believe it's 3 weeks. Okay, so there's our little pieces that we've done there. Oh, and where did I put my little green piece? Let's get this one. So we need to stamp the rose again and the 2 leaves. Let's pop that one back on. Yeah, March will be here so fast. But, the kids are getting married at Kicking Horse, so they're coming home to Alberta and then travelling from us. So, and we have family coming over as well. My sister's coming over, so we're excited about that. COVID struck 2 weeks before the wedding last time, so all the planning that she'd done, and we had to change. Okay, so this just goes over the corner. I'm going to clean that one. Oh, you're waiting for the ink, aren't you?
Okay.
I'll just do my little leaf. And don't forget to use these stamp sets for all your other cards. You've seen Anne-Marie and I use them this last 2 weeks because it's the only other stamp set I brought with me. I didn't bring the big box that I'd initially thought to pack. Yeah, families all together, Jane. It will be lovely. I saw my sister 2 years ago when we went back for my mum's 80th. But hopefully I'll see her in March, and that'll be fun. So my sister and my brother-in-law will come over. My mum can't fly anymore, so she won't come. But it'll just be nice to get together and give somebody a hug. I'm a huggy kind of person, and it's been really difficult. Okay, so now this one, it says to attach with the glue dots. I'm so sorry, ladies, I'm keeping you such a long time tonight. But I think this stamp set's worth it, and this little kit. I love this one. I'm going to pop my sentiment layer here, and then this one will have dimensionals on. And maybe I'll sort out which kit I'm going to buy next and let people know, and if you have that kit, then we can craft together on one of the Facebook Lives. That will be fun. Let's put that onto there. Oh, there's just a bit more to the left. There we go. Okay, and this is I'm going to glue this onto the base. I don't think it has any twine around this piece. I don't see it. I had notification today that some of the Christmas in July sets had arrived today, so the rest I think are coming on Friday because I ordered in 2 sets. So once I get home I will be planning our cards, and then I'll be getting them sent off to you. So, okay, last little bit to put on are the embellishments. Who has the embellishments? I do. Okay, so I need 1 large and 2 small. but I only have one large here, so I'm going to use 3 small. So I'm going to pop one there and one over here, and then one down here. And there we go. You can use a large and 2 smaller, and I'll show you the picture so you know where the large one goes.
Okay.
I don't know where the other one flicked off to. Okay, I'll put the lid on this glue, and I'm going to pretend that we've made sort of half a dozen cards. I'm going to fold these up and get the envelopes. Now the envelope for this one was probably meant to be that yellow one, but I like the green one, so I'm going to pop this as the green one. And make sure that we've got extra envelopes in here. Let's find the cards that we've already made, just so that I can show you how nice it looks in the box. And so what have we got here? Is yours? Oh, I'm really still doing embellishments, so I won't show you her finished one yet. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and then Anne-Marie's will be 5. And I've got 5 envelopes in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. Need another envelope. Let's just steal one of these. And remember that these will be a little bit more bulky because they'll all have the layers on. Pop that one at the back. Okay, so let's. Is yours all finished? Let's try this one. Oh, so she made it very similar to the picture. Oh, very nice. Okay, so I'm just going to pop 5 and 5 envelopes, put it in the box, and just show you how lovely it looks. And what a nice little gift it makes. Maybe for a neighbour or a teacher or a coach and a bus driver, just as a thank you. So you can keep that, let me move that back down to the bottom again. So you can keep that back down to the bottom, and then you can see the cards inside. And if you don't want this to move up, you could always put a glue dot underneath, and that would keep that in just one place. So thank you for joining us today. Will I Zoom the wedding for your mum? I'm pretty sure we will Zoom it, yeah. Maybe not all of it. I don't think we'll Zoom the skiing because that will just be me falling over. So I think we'll just do some of the ceremony and everything, yeah. Okay, and where's the little bit that goes with it? And let's put this in. So there we are. That's the Sentimental Rose Kit, and I think that is just one of the prettiest ones. So nice. But thank you ladies for joining me tonight. It was really fun, and I'm sorry that this is my last one in Ontario. Next week I'll just be in Alberta, but I've really enjoyed the last 3 weeks. So thank you to Anne-Marie as well for being here all the time and for crafting with me. I don't think I've ever crafted with you so much. No. Okay. So thanks ladies. We'll see you all again really soon. Bye bye.